Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with the Facebook Live update on this Monday evening. Hope everybody's having a very nice evening, but boy, is it hot. For those who do not have AC, you don't need me to tell you, right, that it is really steamy. And of course, not only in the daytime, of course, what really makes it bad is whenever we don't cool down at night. Sorry, hold on here just a moment. I have to log on to my computer, and then we will be set to go. Please tell me that worked. And it did. All right, good. Here we go. So today, yet another day, third straight day, by the way, of temperatures in the 90s. Let me get this going right here. There. And now we're set. All right. Here's what I have going for us on this live update here. I don't know why I sort of cut it off on this YouTube and Facebook live update, but we'll be all right. Greetings to you too, Jeanette. It is hot for sure out there, right? It is definitely hot. Let me move ahead here. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know what is going on with my camera here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back up like this. There we go. And so I'll chat about this just a little bit until I can get my camera straight here. I don't know what's going on there with that, but we will make it work for sure. Let me see here. I need to add a camera here. So we'll stop the extra camera and we're going to add it. Sorry about that. So anyway, so we have more heat that is coming. And in fact, as I'll have the headlines for you coming up here in just a few moments, you'll see that. More heat and then more steamy weather. And then eventually we're actually going to see things that'll get just a little bit cooler, but that's also when it is going to be, I think I fixed my problem. I hope I fixed my problem. There we go. Now I think we're good. There. Now we're cooking. There we go. We're looking at Lake Michigan live right there, Silver Beach. Chris, hey, good evening and happy birthday to you. I saw your note. Happy birthday to you. Carla, gorgeous to look out and see sun and blue sky. You're right, but boy, is it sizzling out there right now. Shannon, hello. A hot one. I am doing well. I hope you are too. Gwen, hello. Keith and Melissa, good evening. Very hot. I know that's tough. Shelly, hello to you. And Jennifer, when does it end? Well, I'll tell you this. I think actually, this super hot spell that we have going on right now, I think has one more day left. One more day. But as far as hot goes, I think that still has probably till the end of the month, which is going to be about another week. Then I think we'll see some relief. Looking ahead to about day 8 on the model. You know what I feel about that, but I do believe it's been relatively consistent. Remember, consistency over time equals confidence. I believe it's been relatively consistent here for a few days now that on July 1st, it was sort of teetering back and forth between June 30th and July 1st. But on July 1st, I think we will get some relief. By the way, we were looking at a live shot here of Silver Beach, Lake Michigan there in St. Joe. I was out in South Haven at North Beach last night at about this time, right? 9:19. I got the sunset. I believe it was 9:25, something like that. I was able to capture the sunset. And even after sunset, I didn't actually leave the beach, I don't think, till say like 9:45, 9:50. It was still daylight, and there were still people in the water, and even some people coming up to get in the water because the heat of the day had gone down somewhat, but it was still plenty toasty to get in the water. So Jennifer, answer to your question, when does it end? I think in about a week. Now, this super hot spell that we have going right now will end tomorrow. We have one more day, I think, where we could have a heat index of 100 degrees. It's especially along and south of I-94, most notably. And then it's going to rain and storm with some clouds, I think, on Wednesday. That'll hold our temps down. But we do return to heat on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. But I don't think we're going to have, I don't think it's going to be quite as hot as what we've had over the last 3 days. So hopefully that answers your question. And then by July 1st, we do get into a different weather pattern change of some of sorts. And I think that's going to help us out. Jennifer, hello in Kalamazoo. Lori, always good to see you from Galesburg. Kathy, hello. And Sturgis, checking in. Hello, St. Joe County. Richard, hello. You're very welcome, Chris. Hope you had a great day. Richard, watching from Grand Junction. Hello, Van Buren County. How about the snow in the Rockies? I know, Jeanette, there are some people who are still getting some snow, but not us. Leslie, good evening. Not enjoying the heat. This definitely divides the wheat from the chaff, right? We're going to go all biblical terms on you here. The wheat from the chaff. There are some people who are okay with the heat. They just don't want the cold. And there are some people who are not happy about this weather out there, just like we have some people who are not happy about it when we're in January, right? Jennifer, love that rain is coming. I just hope we get some, and I hope it doesn't all come at once because we need some rain. Remember, at this time of year, longest days of the year here, the sun is the highest in the sky as it goes across our sky. The rays are the most direct on the ground. It saps that ground of water in a heartbeat. And so we need some consistent rain. And we haven't really had much of that over the last few days. Debbie, and I'm not just talking about 1/10 of an inch. Debbie, good evening to you. I am doing well, thanks. We are going to be getting some rain. I think tomorrow, as I'll show you in the hour by hour coming up, we'll get a few scattered showers. I think there'll be more widespread rain on Wednesday. And, really, we're still going to be in a pattern that I think will lend itself to seeing pop-up thunderstorms at the end of the week. So hopefully we'll get some out of that. Bernice, hello. I hope you're doing well, too. Good evening to you. Whoa, your uncle is 86. Happy birthday. Timmy, hot in BC, but still in the house. Good for you. Leslie will be glad to get some rain. I hear you there. Let's see. I am staying hydrated, Bernice. Thank you so much, and I hope you are, too. Austin, hello. Dan, Chief Dan in the house. A warm Hastings. Hastings was hot today, right? Let's see. Bernice in St. Joe. There you go. Looking at you there, Bernice. Looking at you there at Silver Beach. Hello from the Berg. Jesse in the house. Hope the goats are cool, buddy. Chris, 2 weeks of sprint cars. Ooh, I'm going to have to hit one of them. I know. I might be able to, actually, to be honest with you. One of them. It's those Fridays. Friday's a work day for me. I get it. Most people are off Friday at 6 or 7 o'clock. Believe me, years in this business has taught me that. It is a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 world. Glenn, hello to you in Headland, Alabama. Put your A's up. Daniel, hello to you in Allegan. Let's see. Depends on what bad is, Jesse. It's going to be warm. Ashley, hello to you. Mr. Grand Rapids is in the house. Hello to you, Mr. GR. Corey, hello to you. Kathy, hello. And Traverse City. You got heat up there, too. Ron, the humidity is sucking the life out of me. I think I might have to put that onto a title or something like that. Well, I wish I could tell you that it's going to be going away soon. I will tell you this. The humidity, the dew points in the 70s are going to be sticking around for a while. But like the temperatures, get this. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. When we have a cool down, which is going to be July 1st, mark it on your calendar, July 1st. We're going to have a cool down party. Get this. How about a dew point in the 50s and an air temp in the mid to upper 70s? Oh, yeah. It's a week away. It's not going to get here until a week from today, right? No, a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow is when it gets here. So mark it down. I'm sweltering in the air conditioning. Sojo, I love it. I'm going to take screen grabs of these comments. I love it. Ashley from Three Rivers, will we get a break from the heat? A week from tomorrow. Michelle, thank you. Been in your house, too hot, need rain. You bet. It's like, let's keep the messages short. In my house, too hot, need rain. Amber, hello to you. I am doing well. Thank you very much. Loving the warm weather. There we go. We have a fan of the heat in the house here. Thank you so much, Amber, for representing. Ashley, my air went out Thursday. Oh, you got it up and running this evening. Ooh, those a couple of 3 long days. Good evening to you, David. Thanks, Pam. Hello. How many days are we going to be like this? About another week. Checking in from Vicksburg. Karen, hello to you. Hello to you, Aaron. Thanks for being here. Good, Jesse. Good. Take care of them. Don, hello. Thanks for that. Ron, hallelujah. Relief is in sight. I love it. Jeanette, be careful when driving at night in road construction. Oh, my gosh, yes. Those workers are working at night. Yeah, because it's been cooler, and they're getting those jobs done too, right? Consistency over time. This is confidence. Okay. July 1st. I'm telling you, write it down on the calendar. July 1st is our relief day. We're going to call it Relief Day. We're going to celebrate relief. Jennifer, July 1st. On the way. That's your birthday too, Pam. Everybody starts singing about July 1st. Sarah, hello to you. Thank you so much. Okay, David, we're getting closer to winter. We are. We've passed the summer solstice. The days are getting shorter now, and we're working our way back to cooler weather. It just takes a long time for that accumulated effect to take hold, right? This heat wave is going to go for about another week, Austin. Not as hot. Tomorrow, as you can see, look, I got the heat advisory up. That's in orange. Notice not everybody's in it. Where we have the orange, the heat advisory now, and you can see the counties: Allegan, Berry, Eaton, Van Buren, Kalamazoo, Calhoun. Those counties under a heat advisory through 8 p.m. tomorrow for the potential for a heat index of 100 degrees. Where you see the white, that is an extreme heat warning. That's Berrien, Cass, St. Joe, Branch, Hillsdale, and then into northern Indiana. That goes until Tuesday at 8 p.m., like the heat advisory, till tomorrow evening, for a heat index that could be as high as 105 degrees. So we are still sizzling. I do know, Chris, and represent the OC there. Work inside, there is no C. Oh, 95 degrees into that. It's crazy. That is crazy. You got to have some ventilation. That's for sure. Ashley, back to work tomorrow after the weekend. Have a feeling we'll be busy. Yes. Everybody mark it down on your calendar. July 1st. Corey, sick of this weather. Just want to get out of my workshop and work on my projects. I got you there. You can hold me to that. But remember, you got to check in with me tomorrow. I will say this. I remember last Thursday, maybe Friday, I can't remember, talking about how it looked like June 30th or July 1st is when we would have some relief, right? And now it's still showing up that way. And so that's the consistency that I talk about over time. So the confidence is building in that as well. Just barely into Ottawa County. Looks like chilly weather tomorrow compared to my friends in Allegan. That's funny, David. Sean, hello to you in Portage. Thanks for being here. Laura, hello to you. We got the heat. You guys got nothing down there. Nothing. Well, you did have something. I did do a little comparison shopping. And where Kalamazoo was at 100 today for the heat index. I believe Orlando was 97, 98, West Palm. Of course, any of those beach towns, Miami, West Palm, are sometimes cooled by the ocean there just a little bit. Daytona was like mid-90s. I did see Palm Coast was mid to upper 90s. But you know it's not going to last long. For us, Laura, where it's going to be with you for only the next 3 months. Melissa, I am doing well. I'm ready for a cool down too. Amber, Branch County is where I'm at. I'm thankful for AC in your pool. You bet. Don't forget sunscreen. Stay hydrated. There you go. Take it from Florida. That's good. Floridian. I got it. You're not a Floridian. Let's see. Shannon, we're going to sizzle in St. Joe. Hello to you, Vern. Still a steamy 83 in Burlington. Tanya, hello in Battle Creek. Yeah, let's look at the temperatures here. Let's see if we can get the heat index. Look at this. You know, I just posted this on my Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube. Not YouTube, I'm sorry. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. That it's not often when the first digit of the clock, the hour of the clock, matches the first digit in the feels like temperature. But here we are. 9:30. Moments away from 9:30. Still feels like 94 degrees in Three Rivers, 93 in Kalamazoo, 92 in GR91 BC. You get the numbers there. And remember, some folks here don't have AC. That's tough. Tanya, hello to you in BC. Jennifer, I don't know what you said there, but it's hot. I got that. Tim, AC in the window, ceiling fans going? Yeah, I know what you mean there. Josh, when is some humidity relief coming? That's okay. You can join late because I've got good news. July 1st. John, Muskegon is the place to be, at least right now, right? But even then, it's 84. But you're right. Laura, thank you. You're loving that forecast. Let's get to the temperatures right now. These are the air temps. All right, we're in the mid-80s, 88 in Grand Rapids. Look, our typical high for the day is 81 or 82. I think it's 82. So we're above the average high temperature for the day, and here it is at 9:30. Then add these dew points in. Now, this is what is like Florida. Our dew points in the 70s in many locations. Where you see that red, that's the dew point that's 70 plus. That's just gross. And you add that dew point in with that temperature, 88, dew point 71, feels like 94. Okay, so that's how we come up with that. Austin, you don't have AC. It's going to be tough. And I'll tell you, even when it cools down, which I'll show you when that's going to come out in just a few moments. I'm not talking about next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. I'm talking about tomorrow when it's Wednesday when it's going to be relatively cooler. It's still going to be sticky. Whole town of Saugatuck was out. Power part of Saturday. I didn't know that. Ooh, that's disaster there. Still really muggy in Muskegon for sure. Corey got a swamp cooler. That's good. All right. Let's move on to our High temps here. We get a brief break on Wednesday, and that's because we're going to have some rain and maybe some thunderstorms. And then it's back to the heat. Not quite as hot. I got 389s on the board there. It's going to be upper 80s. Not quite as hot. And the overnight lows will be in the upper 60s to around 70, as opposed to the low to mid 70s. By the way, get this. Get this. We already set a couple of records between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, Muskegon. We already set some records over the weekend. Not record high temperatures, but record high minimum temperatures. Okay? So tomorrow morning's mark, for example, in Kalamazoo, the warmest low temperature that's been recorded in Kalamazoo, weather history, is 75 on tomorrow's date, June 24th, is 75 degrees. And that was set back in 2005. It's only 20 years old, but still, we might make a run at that. Speaking of run at things, how about some showers here? Pentwater, if you look out over the lake there, you'll see some lightning. Let's zoom out. Here we go. This is almost like a little bit of a ring of fire here. This is on the ridge of this area of high pressure. This big old heat dome, I'm sure you've heard of it, right? This big old heat dome. Let's see what we got here. I'm missing some comments. I apologize. Let me get back to this real quick. Vicky, I think we could have a few storms tomorrow. We start to get into a marginal risk area for tomorrow and also for Wednesday. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Damien, hello to you. Very hot for sure. Tina, you can only get so naked. Turn that AC up higher. That's good. That's good. Ken, hello to you. Thanks for watching. Jared, hello from the zoo. Cynthia in Battle Creek. Thank you so much for being here. Ashley, Michigan Adventures. Oh, that's right. Oh, boy. Now, Wednesday, you might have to rush some people out of the pool there, Ashley. We'll have to wait and see. Patrick reminds me of the Rio Grande Valley. Yeah, this is like the deep south. This is like Tejas. Corey, hello to you. Carmelita, finishing up the first cut of hay. Bring on some rain. Okay, well, there you can see this rain that you see there that stretches from Iowa into southern Wisconsin, moving up over the moving up north, the bridge, Mackinac Island, seeing some of those thunderstorms right now. They might sag a little bit south. Those are running on the ridge of an area of high pressure, that big old heat dome. Let me go back to it. Let's see if we can call it back up. There it is. That big old area of high pressure, that heat dome. Now picture that clockwise airflow around that high. Now on the upper ridge of that, the northern ridge of that, and then arcing over, that's what you see with those thunderstorms. That's what they're riding on right now. And so that might sag a little bit southward and catch, let's say, Oceana County, maybe northern Newaygo, maybe Mecosta County, but that's about it. That's about it for tonight anyway. Bernice, hope you have a blessed night too. Thank you so much. Acorn, there you go, Jesse. Put the word out. Now let me show you what we have coming up. I do, David, have the run clubs on the weekends. I have to tell you, I hurt my knee last Thursday when I was running. I hurt my knee, and I think my knee was like, you need to lose some weight, buddy, if you're going to keep pounding away on us. And so I did not run this last Saturday. So yeah, but you know what? I agree. It's nice. Those cooler mornings are nice, but I will tell you this. It is no fun running when the wind chill is like zero. So it's like, if we could have something in the middle, that would be nice. Keith and Melissa, hoping for a long, long rain. Me too. No more steamy weather, says Craig. Well, here's what we got going on tomorrow morning. Notice it's already going to be in the mid 80s, even upper 80s by noontime tomorrow in places like Sturgis and Coldwater, along I-94, up I-69 to Charlotte. A little cooler along the lake, low 80s. Now here we go. We got some scattered showers that are going to be moving through Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. A bit of a break Wednesday, still very warm. And then Wednesday, I think we'll have more numerous scattered showers. There'll still be scattered showers and thunderstorms. And Wednesday night into Thursday morning, I think that we could see some of that as well. Carla, how did we live without AC when we were young? That's a good question. And Laura knows this. The house that I was born and raised in Florida, and we did not have air conditioning in the house that I lived in until I was about 8. But I'll tell you what we did have: a giant attic fan that I think probably could have pulled a Boeing 747 into the house. And that somehow managed to keep the house cool. I also think that we had a different definition of cool. I know from the Detroit National Weather Service office in White Lake, they've done some good historical work looking back at some of those heat waves that we had in the 30s. Now, I wasn't here, believe it or not, in the 30s. And at that time, by the way, get this, At that time, most people in urban areas in big cities lived in these stacked apartments. So the heat was intense. And so they have pictures of people who would literally go out in the park and sleep all night in the park because it was just too hot to be inside. So Carla, maybe that's how the folks, maybe our parents and grandparents did that kind of stuff, right? Greg, hello to you. Hot on the lake with the sea-dew. Oh, buddy, you know what I'm going to tell you. Don't burn your skin. You only got one of them. So make sure that you lather up with that sunscreen. Lauren, pray for rain. You bet. I hear you there. Thank you so much. Oh, that's very nice. Tell Keith Jr. hello. I appreciate that. Cheryl, please change that. We need rain to cool it down. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Attic fans. That's right. That's what saved us, I think. Cheryl, hello. Looks like I need to do some gardening here. I'll take care of that real quick. We'll pull out that weed. There we go. David, need to mow the lawn soon. I mowed Saturday. It was hot, but I don't know, Laura. I don't know if anybody has attic fans like that anymore, but they sure were a lifesaver back then, before air conditioning was all around. Helen, hello to you, and Marshall and Deej and Sherwood. All right, I got to skate. Oh, I need to go one more map up here to show you the 7-day. Hot, just in case you didn't know, 92 with a dew point in the 70s is hot. We're going to be approaching 100 degrees, I-94 south, maybe up to Allegan, Berry, Eaton counties. It's going to be hot everywhere, though. Thunderstorm chances are on the rise for Wednesday. I think they'll be a little more numerous. We still got them for Thursday, Friday, but it's going to be warm and humid all through the weekend. Not as hot. Notice we don't have any 90s after tomorrow, but we're very close to it. And again, mark it on your calendar, July 1st. That's when we're going to have a big party. We're going to celebrate. When those dew points get back down in the 50s, we're having a big party. We're having a big bash. Oh, there you go. That's good, Jeanette. Littleton, Colorado with an attic fan. Interesting. Greg, rain Thursday. Sturgis Fest, bite night. We'll have to cross our fingers. Lori, no air conditioner. Whoa, just run around with your windows. Yeah, in your vehicle. I get it. Okay. Well, then, David, I will see you a week from tomorrow, right? Something like that. Jesse, Friday, it's going to be warm. We're going to be timing those storms. Thursday, Friday, we're timing the storms. You know what that means? Download our free weather app, okay? Download our free weather app so that you can do that right along with us. Those cooker nights, Tina, you bet. Summer is finally here. That is for sure. Montana, Ashley, and I believe it was some of the mountains in California, I think, might have gotten some. Skylar, can't wait for the heat wave to end. It's a week from tomorrow, July 1st. Mark it down. All right, everybody, 9:38 on the clock. I will be live. Hello to you. Is it Schleider? Good evening to you. Thanks for checking in. Lori, loving the heat. All right, I'm going to skate on out of here because I will be live at 10 on the CW. That's not the CW anymore. I'm reading all of those. Thank you very much. Damien in Bronson, last storm broke your tree in half. Whoa, in Bronson. You'll celebrate some cooler temps, Cody, on your birthday. All right. I'll be live at 10 on ARC West Michigan, live at 11 on the Mothership News Channel 3. That is, ARC is in 21 minutes, News Channel 3 an hour and 21 minutes. And then who's in tomorrow? Colin is in for Jeffrey tomorrow. So Colin will be here with live updates tomorrow morning, 4:30 to 9. He's got you again at noon. I'll be back at 5:30, and 6. We'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. What's your favorite season? You're a fall girl? I have to tell you, it's summer for me. I'm all right with this. I know everybody's going to throw rotten tomatoes at me, but I'm all right with the heat. I don't mind it. Thanks for that, Laura. I appreciate it. So there you go. I will say, Skylar, come on, you got to love fall. I'm a big fall lover too, but I just, I know it's hot, but there's nothing like, to me, walking outside in just like flip-flops and a T-shirt and shorts and maybe a baseball cap. I just love that. So the mini donkey and mini horse say hello. Jesse, tell them hello. All right, everybody. Jenna, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. I'm going to get on out of here. Don't forget, I am on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. Don't forget our website, WWMT.com/weather. And Lori, thanks for the plug, on our free weather app. Give it a try. It gives you the heat, gives you advisories, it gives you the heat index. It'll follow you. You tell it to follow you. It'll follow you wherever you go. wherever you go. Thanks, Skylar. Appreciate that very much. So don't forget those things. Hey, I do want to give you a heads up. For those of you who are watching the What Are They Now for News Channel 3's 75th anniversary, we got a treat coming up on Wednesday. I did an interview with Judy Marquis, for those of you who remember her. So that'll be coming up on Wednesday. Maybe I'll chat a little bit more about that tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a great night tonight. We made it past Monday. Let's get some good sleep. Let's knock Tuesday out so we can hit hump day, because after that, we're shooting for another weekend. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Be safe.